Welcome back to IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. You're tuning into our festive special episode. In this segment, Chef Sanjeev Kapoor speaks to me on his love for food, trends in the culinary space and India's place in global cuisine. We also catch up with Ravi Saxena, co-founder Wonderchef, on his key learnings from scaling Wonderchef in India, the role of e-commerce and the company's long-term vision. Chef, welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Thank you very much, Ritwika. Thank you very much.
So, we are in the midst of festivities and, food demand in India, the food sector, it has been rising. What is your take on how the festive season is really going to impact the food sector this time?
Well, I think things are looking up. Things are very positive. General sentiment is better because of the news on GST that's getting real.
Yeah.
And there is, of course, there are grey areas because people don't know till they actually see everything. But overall, if we look at the market, there's upswing. There is overall positivity in the market, and that's always a good sign. And we see that in food service is a big indicator of that.
Yeah.
So restaurants are seeing that, and that's a very good sign. And just before the festive season, I think retail this year should be a bumper year. I think keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And that's always a good sign. Food sector, I think we are seeing higher consumption across, whether it's food service or packaged food. We are seeing great demand. What we are seeing is that it's something which probably first quarter, if we were to see, there was, it didn't feel that good. The year didn't start the way it should have. But I think it'll end very well. Over, I think, categories, if we have to see, quick commerce, it is something which is changing the behavior pattern, and something which let's say, because you say food, and in food we are very closely connected with cooking of food through Wonderchef.
Of course, yeah.
So, and quick commerce is something which is such a big boost, and I don't think anyone could have imagined that to make a salsa or a chutney or a smoothie, you would want Wonderchef NutriBlend in less than 10 minutes. Yeah. And they do want.
Yeah, absolutely. And food is such an emotion, especially for Indians. If I were to ask you, how would you describe what food means to you in maybe 3 words or less, what would you say?
It's my life.
Wow. Absolutely. There's no debate on that. Coming to Wonderchef, as the co-founder of Wonderchef, tell me, what was the initial vision, you had along with Mr. Ravi Saxena, when you were setting up this brand?
It first probably was a very big dream to see that how can we have more people in the kitchen. So what I started to see is that there were people going away from kitchen, and I saw that outside of India, and I said that something like this should never happen in India, because if we want our country's health, then people have to cook at home. So the big dream always was to make sure that the way Indians cook, it should keep them healthy. And so that was the cornerstone of Wonderchef. So we looked at what was missing in the kitchen. Yeah. And it was high quality products which could cook healthy food in a convenient way, but people are not willing to compromise on taste. So we built 3 pillars. which was health, taste, convenience, and in that order. That Wonderchef will stand for health, taste, and convenience, and that's what the big dream was. And then when you have passion like that, and there's a purpose mixed with that passion, and you drive that every day with a great team, put in a lot of hard work. You have to succeed.
Now, you mentioned health, taste, and convenience, and that's exactly where I'm going to pick up my next question from. People these days are getting increasingly health conscious, and now, especially during the festive season, what advice would you have to everybody who's watching, the show, in terms of how they can balance health, taste, and convenience?
What I'm seeing is that earlier festivals meant that you would make something at home. I think building bonds with family and friends is critical. So festivals mean getting together. Let's get together at home with home style food. Now, why am I saying home style food? I'm not only saying that cook at home, right? But make those choices, demand those foods which you normally have at home. If I look at the data, right, what sells most, right? The data is not very encouraging, unfortunately.
Right.
There is more conversation, but consumption is less of healthier foods. I think we need to create more conversation like we are doing, but that has to translate into consumption also. I think easier said than done, people would say, but no, actually, if we commit to it, I think it's easy. At Wonderchef, what do we do? We create, whenever health, taste, and convenience, we break that down into actual recipes, what people can do. So whether it is our NutriBlend that I talked about, or whether it's our Chef Magic, which is a complete kitchen machine where you can recipes are programmed. It'll weigh the ingredient. It'll cut, chop, knead, cook, everything in one machine. Everyone is using AI. I think it's time that let's use AI in our kitchen also, and use that power to become a healthier nation.
Right. And how do you think the world today views Indian cuisine and Indian food? Where do we stand in the global sphere?
Very, very good question, Ritwika. I just came back from UK 2 days ago, and I was seeing there's a lot of respect for Indian flavors. Good thing is that people are understanding power of foods of India, and that's I think there's a very good start. We launched our packaged food products in Australian market few months ago, and it's been a great hit. Look at the restaurants that are there in big cities. Top restaurant in New York, the #1 restaurant awarded in New York is an Indian restaurant.
Right.
That's a great sign. That's a great sign. So only good things with Indian food, not just in India, all over the world.
Yeah, chicken tikka is UK's national dish, favorite dish. I think that's right. You're absolutely right. So as we are wrapping up this really wonderful conversation, tell me, Chef, is there one dish that you wouldn't miss making, during the festive season?
If there is one dish, and actually it's more than me, my wife, so I contribute. So every festival, we make. See, today if you look at, we talk about protein, right? I think there is protein that we can have during festivals also. So we make this besan ka laddu, okay, homemade. So we have the control. We have the control on what kind of, we make 100% besan, we make it with chane ka atta, and the quantity of ghee that is homemade, and also the sweetener that we add, then add nuts into it. So it has, it's a nutty besan laddu, but homemade.
Awesome. Great.
I would not miss it at any festival.
I can't wait to try it. Well, thank you so much, Chef, for your time. It was lovely chatting with you today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Ravi, welcome to 80 Now Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you yet again.
Thank you, Ritwika.
Ravi, the festive season is a peak period for consumer brands. Tell me, what are your expectations for Wonderchef this time around?
I wish every month would be a Diwali month because it is in this quarter that every consumer brand peaks, and especially a brand like ours, which has attractive products and which has innovative products. So they are absolutely gifting worthy. And like every year, there are a lot of expectations, and I think it'll be a rocking year. And one for the obvious reason that the GST tax reductions have been announced. My fear is that the GST could actually destabilize these Diwali sales. On 80% of the products, there is no change in tax. They stay where they are. But the consumers are delaying their purchases. So I'm crossing my fingers while there will be a boom after that, hopefully.
Right, yeah, absolutely. We just have to wait it out and see how it goes. So Wonderchef is built on 3 pillars: innovation, design, affordability. How are you balancing these 3, in such a competitive market?
Very good question, because innovation and design can go together.
Yeah.
But they are adversarial to affordability.
That's right.
Right? So our success story has been creating innovation at relatively affordable rates. At the same time, we are a premium brand, but we give more value than the premium that we are charging, and that's our mantra.
Right. I want to know a little bit about your journey as well, because Wonderchef started off as a startup and now it has become a national brand. Tell me, what are some of the lessons that you're carrying with you?
The first lesson is that in India, distribution is marketing. Unless we have great distribution, whatever kind of things you do, great product, great marketing, it will not help. So for us, the key success secret has been our omni-channel distribution strategy. The second is the quality of our teams. I have always believed more in the strength of our teams than in blowing up money in marketing. And today, we are the fastest growing brand in the industry for almost 16 quarters, every single quarter, is because of our distribution and our team.
Right. You mentioned omni-channel approach, and I have to bring up, like now with D2C booming, we are having quick commerce. What is your take on these channels and how it's going to help the brand?
In India, we are, I would say, fortunate that quick commerce has taken ground. There are many countries in the world, even USA and Europe, where quick commerce has failed to take off. They all started, but they didn't take scale. We were so used to calling our neighborhood baniya and saying, "Bhaiya, ye deliver kar do." And this is what quick com is doing. And for the brands, it's a great opportunity because they take ownership of the products. They are very chosen products in every category. There will be 3 or 4 brands. So you need to be a good brand. E-commerce was great. But as of last month, our quick commerce volumes have overtaken our e-commerce sales every single day.
Wow.
So I think it's a great revolution. And both of them put together have, of course, provided a third pillar to the brands, apart from what we call general trade and modern trade.
Where are the markets that you're seeing the maximum traction, like tier 2, tier 3 markets, or the metros are still leading the game?
There are times when we say rural markets are the next best thing, and suddenly comes a year like this year when the sentiments around the word are weak, where people say rural markets mein koi dam nahi hai. Okay?
Right.
Because let us understand that the real money is still in the metros. So when the times are good, sentiments are high, crops are good, monsoon is good, there are no wars happening, money is filtering down the population, rural demand outstrips the metro growth.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment there is stress, there is a very thin creamy layer there. There is a bell curve, things just fall off the curve, and the demand in rural areas stops. Now tier 3, tier 4 cities are somewhere in the middle. There the growth is there because new homes are getting built. So yes, percentage wise there is growth there, but I would say the real meat in India is still in the top cities.
Right. And finally, as we are wrapping up this conversation, tell me, what is your overall outlook for the sector, especially since we are right in the midst of Diwali and festive season? What would you like to say?
Every year we look forward to this period of 3 months where consumers will go out and purchase and interact with our products and see our demonstrations. So we are very excited about this time, and we are already geared up.
Fantastic. Well, wish you happy festivities, and thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you. Such a pleasure.
Thank you. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Wishing all our viewers a very happy festive season. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.